So sometime, rather than giving you y, they will write the equation as that. F of x equals 7x cubed plus 5 root x. When something is root x, it's to the power of half. So if y is f of x, we read it as f of x. If you want to differentiate this thing, when you differentiate, this becomes a dy over dx, but that becomes the f dash of x. This dash means I have differentiated. This is just a notation of writing it down. So I can write this thing. I can write dy over dx, which is exactly going to be same as f dash x. They are same thing. So rather writing this is just to make sure you're writing one line rather two. So now the question 4, it says f of x is 2x plus 1 over 3x to the power 6. Find f dash x. What it's asking you to do is asking you to just differentiate as normal. So you don't have to do any other anything different, except what you do is you write down here differentiate with respect to x. On this side, you just put straight away like that bit. That's it. You don't have to write dy of dx because this is dy of dx. And on this side, you just put that bit. So you know that if d over dx of 2x is just a 2. So I'm skipping the step now. D over dx of 1 over 3 x to the 6 is 1 over 3 comes out, yes, and then 6. The power of the 6 is here, and then reduce the power by 1. So that is actually a 5. So you got 2 plus 2x 5. This is the answer to that. So f of x is 3x minus 1 minus 5 x to the power minus 3 over 2. Our question is to find f dot dash x. This is still the differentiation. So we say differentiate with respect to x. That's it. On this side, we don't have to write the dy of dx. We just write f dash x. And here we have to write d over dx of the whole thing. 3x minus 1 minus 5 x minus 3 over 2. And we know we have to do the differentiation on the first and the second one. So let me just break it down because just so it doesn't create any confusion. Minus d over dx of, not x fine, 5x minus 3 over 2. Okay. The way it's going to work is this thing, the 3 comes out, and I have to differentiate the x to the power minus 1. Let me put minus 1 outside the bracket. And here, the 5 comes out, and I need to differentiate the x to the power minus 3 over 2. This will become, the rule is, the 3 is already there. This minus 1 comes out and reduce the power of x by another minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Now this one, minus 5 was already there. According to the rule, minus 3 over 2 comes out, the power comes out, and reduce the power of the x by minus 1. So minus 3 over 2 minus 1. So this will become 3 times minus 1 is minus 3x minus 2. This is minus 5 minus 3. So that becomes a positive 15 over 2. You can write it as 15 over 2, or you can write half of that, 7.5. Now there's an x. Minus 3 over 2 minus 1. So minus 3 over 2 minus 3, 3 over 2 minus 2 over 2. That will be minus 5 over 2. So you can write that as an answer. You can also convert this into decimal, but there's no need. There are no extra marks for that one. So you can leave that one. And obviously this is f dash x, and this is what we're trying to figure out. So what happened when there is a square root and a cube root? So, and you're asked to find the f dash x, which is differentiation. Now, in a square root and a cube root, what we do is, the first thing is, let me write that one simplified form. F of x equals 3. Square root is same as 1 over 2, the power 1 over 2. Cube root is same as power 1 over 3. And you know how to differentiate that one. Now you will just differentiate. And then what you do is you just do the normal. So that becomes the f dash x. And here the 3 comes out. You're going to do d over dx. Actually, let me do one step and then I can do straight away. So d over dx half minus 5x. This 1 over 3 is just on the x, it's not on the 5. This 1 over 2 is just on the x, not on the that. So to do that one, 3 is here, power comes out, reduce the power by 1. Minus 5 is there, the power comes out, reduce the power by 1. So that becomes a 3 over 2 x to the power minus half minus 5 over 3 x to the power minus 2 over 3. And this is your f dash x. One. Now, how to differentiate when x is in the denominator? And let's say if there is a square root sign. So I just put two questions in one. So this is 8 to the root x plus 5, 7x cubed. To do this one, obviously you need to do is differentiate with respect to x because x is a variable. And you just put dy over dx equals to d over dx of 8 root x plus 7, no, not 7, 5 over 7 x cubed. Okay. Let's simplify this one. This is actually, I'm not differentiating yet. I'm just simplifying the equation. This is 8. X square root is same as x to the power of half. This 5 over 7 as it is. X cubed, bring it up and change the sign. It becomes a minus 3. And now you know how to differentiate this way. So to differentiate the first one, if I differentiate the first one, it will be d over dx of 8 to the power. So 8 comes out, 8 is already out. Yeah. Half comes out because the power comes out. Reduce the power by minus 1. 1 over 2 minus 1. That one. Now the other one. 5 over 7 is already here. Minus 3 comes out. Reduce the power by minus 1. So now you can see I am skipping a lot of steps now. So that 8 times 1 over 2 is 4. X half minus 1 is minus half plus 5 over 7 is that. Oh, not 5 over 7. That becomes a minus 5 times 3 is not 13. 15. So minus 15 over 7, and that becomes the x minus 4. And this is your answer. Now, if we got a question like this, y equals to 5x, bracket 7x squared plus 2x over 5. So there are two things that are multiplying. First, we need to do is we need to simplify the brackets. We need to expand the brackets. So 5x multiplied by this thing. So this thing, you need to multiply here. So 5 times 7 is 35. And x times x cubed is x to the power of 4. Plus, now 5 times 2 is a 10. X times x is a x squared. But do not forget this 5 here. This 5 and this 10 will simplify into 2x squared. And that's a 35x4. Now you know how to differentiate. So you will differentiate with respect to x. That will become a dy over dx. This will, when you differentiate, it will become, let me put that one, d over, let me put one thing and then 35x4 plus 2x squared. Now, when you differentiate this bit, this will become 35 outside, 4 comes out, reduce the power by -1, so 4 minus 1, which is 3, plus 2 is out, the other 2 comes out, reduce the power by -1. Now you can actually, 35 times 2 is 70, 70 times 2 is 140. So that's 140x cubed plus 4x. Now this is going to be dy over dx. Now this is your answer. Now, if we got a question to differentiate, now s equals t squared, bracket 2t minus 1, bracket 3t plus 5t squared. Now, this is s and this is t. So obviously, when I differentiate, I will differentiate with respect to t. But I cannot differentiate straight away. I need to open the bracket. Does not matter how you open the bracket. You can either multiply these two first and then multiply t squared, or you can multiply these two first and then multiply with that one. Or you can multiply that and then multiply. That doesn't matter. I just go with multiplying these two first. So if I simplify the bracket, that becomes t squared times 2t is 2t cubed minus a t squared. That's that one. Now the other thing in black remain the same. 3t plus a 5t squared. Now we use a foil method or a smiley face method. Let me just get 4 different colors. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I will multiply this thing with that thing. And I write down the answer. 2t cubed multiplied by 3t squared. 2 times 3 is 6. T cubed, t and t is a t4. Then I can multiply this thing with this one. So 2 times 5 is a 10, it's a positive 10. And this is t, and this is 3. We add the power. If it's 3 and this is 2, 3 plus 2, that's a 5. Yeah? We add the powers. When you multiply, you add the powers. Now we use to multiply this one. We have to be very careful with the signs. There is a negative and this is positive. When the signs are opposite, the answer is always a negative. Now, there is a 1 there as well, invisible 1. 1 times 3 is 3. T and square and t become, when there's nothing, there's an invisible 1. So that becomes a cube. T square and t becomes a cube. Now I got this bit and that one. It's a minus and it's a plus. So that has to be a minus 5 t to the power 4. Okay, I will see if I can simplify anything further. If any has a any of power of the t same, I will add them on. So this is 4, this is 5, this is 3, this is 4. Also, there are 2 with the 4. So if you have a look, this one has a t to the power 4, and this one has a t to the power 4. So that will become 6t4 minus 5t4. So that will be like 6 apples minus 5 apples. Just 1 apple. Yeah, 1t to the 4. Plus, I don't even have to write the 1. We leave the 1 as it is, but yeah, minus 3t. Then, because only I can only do it if the power is same. Now that was an s. Now I need to, now you can do is differentiate with respect to the variable is a t, with respect to t. Now that becomes a ds over dt equals d over dt of t4 or 1t4, doesn't matter, 10t5 minus 3t cubed. Now I need to differentiate that one. This will become 4t cubed. This will become 50t4. This will become a 9t. Thank you. So ds over dt, this is your answer.